Hi, my name is Brendan Flaherty. I'm a partner at OFT Law, a law firm that focuses on representing people injured in foodborne illness outbreaks. I'm here to give a brief update and summary about an ongoing Salmonella outbreak linked to peaches. The peaches involved were produced by a California company called Wawona Packing. Most of the implicated product was sold at Aldi grocery stores in 2-pound plastic bags, although these peaches may appear at other retail stores in different packaging. The CDC, Centers for Disease Control, recently released updated case count numbers from this outbreak, and it's a big one. There are 68 people across 9 states who've all contracted the outbreak strain of Salmonella that's been linked to these peaches. The epidemiological and traceback data has prompted Aldi grocery stores to recall these 2-pound packages of the peaches. If you want to see the specific products that have been recalled, it is on the Aldi website as well as our own website. What should you know if you think you've been sickened as part of this outbreak? First, the symptoms of Salmonella. The classic symptoms are gastrointestinal type symptoms: profuse diarrhea, abdominal pain and cramping, fever, chills, nausea, headache, those sorts of symptoms. In rare cases, Salmonella can cause serious life-threatening complications, particularly for those who are older, compromised immune systems, or children. If you have any of these symptoms, what I always tell people is go to the doctor. I know there's a lot of concern about COVID and going to the doctor right now, but a lot of doctors' offices are aware of these concerns and can order what's called a stool culture remotely, where you go to the doctor, pick up the culture, and then submit it to the lab. The lab will then test it for Salmonella, and then the doctors will know exactly what made you sick. In addition, if you do get tested, the health department will then reach out, contact you, take your food history, and link you directly to this outbreak. The other thing I like to tell people on the phone about what to do if you think you've been impacted is, first of all, nail down your product exposure. When did you eat the product? When did you purchase it? Do you have a credit card receipt? Something like that. The other thing is incubation periods. Incubation periods are the time between when you consume the contaminated product and actually experience symptoms. A lot of people don't realize it's not instantaneous. It will often, frequently, almost always take at least 24 hours between the time you've consumed the contaminated product and the time that you first experience symptoms. Incubation periods of up to 72 hours are still quite common with Salmonella. So if you have a positive stool culture, or if you even have symptoms and think you might be part of this outbreak, we offer free consultations and can talk through the case process and the legal side of things. We have a lot of experience working with people who've had Salmonella. We've had many cases involving fresh fruit and Salmonella, and we are happy to help you. A question I'm frequently asked from people who are sickened as part of outbreaks like this one is, how did the contamination occur? How did the Salmonella, which is in fecal matter of animals, get into the peaches? Well, there are many points between the field and the plate where Salmonella contamination can occur. Frequently, it occurs in the processing environment because peaches are handled quite extensively after they're picked and they're packaged and they're washed. And so each of these steps on the way to getting to market are potential places where contamination can occur. One of the reasons we see Salmonella contamination in fresh fruit, particularly fresh cut fruit, but also fruits like peaches, is that the Salmonella, when the fruit is not properly stored or handled, the Salmonella can propagate quite rapidly to an extent that it becomes enough to make people sick, pathogenic. So what we know is that fresh fruit, particularly where the skin is pierced or is soft, can harbor Salmonella and allow it to grow to the point where it's very dangerous. The other thing people often ask about is, how can I know I'm hiring the right lawyer? How can I trust the lawyer for my case? And I always tell people you should focus on 3 things. Does the lawyer have experience in my particular type of case? In this instance, you want someone who's handled food cases successfully. That means they know the experts and they know the science, and they have a track record of success in these cases. My firm has handled hundreds of Salmonella cases, including specifically those involving fruit. Second, make sure that the lawyer that you talk to that's giving you the information, that has the experience, is actually the one who's working on your case. Some firms do kind of a bait and switch where the experienced lawyer doesn't really get involved in your specific case. In my firm, our lead partners are involved in every single foodborne outbreak from the day that you hire us to the day that we finish your case. Third, make sure that your lawyer and law firm is willing to go to trial on your case. Now, most cases don't reach the stage where they go all the way to a jury, but the willingness to go to a jury and fight for your case is what's critically important to getting the best results. The food companies and insurance companies know which lawyers are willing to go to trial and which ones aren't. Ask your lawyer, have you tried a food case to verdict? Our firm is ready, willing, and able to take your case to trial. We've done it for other clients, and in fact, we have one of the only 7-figure salmonella verdicts in the entire country. Again, we offer free consultations. We're happy to answer any questions. There's no obligation. We talk to people who've been sickened or think they may have been sickened by food, various foods, all the time. We're perfectly happy to chat with you. Please give us a call, text, or email, and we'll get right back to you.